Ever since its beginning, Hypixel Skyblock has had a major issue with inflation. For example, a little over 2 years ago, the average price of Necron handles was only 200 million coins. Now, they are nearly 600 million coins. But Skyblock isn't the only thing facing bad inflation. There's also Zimbabwe, which has been experiencing hyperinflation in the late 2000s. At its peak in November 2008, the inflation rate reached 79.6 billion%, making it one of the highest hyperinflation episodes in history. This hyperinflation was caused by a combination of factors, including government policies, political instability, and economic mismanagement. When compared to this, Skyblock's inflation, which only reached nearly 300%, seems fairly mild. But inflation isn't exactly what this video is about. What we want to know is when the Skyblock economy will be worse than Zimbabwe's. And the answer to that might shock you. As of late, Zimbabwe's government has implemented economic reforms aimed at stabilizing the economy, including the adoption of a multi-currency system and the introduction of a new currency in 2019, the Zimbabwean dollar. However, since September 2021, the economy continues to plummet at a staggering rate. This is driven by a combination of factors including currency depreciation, supply chain disruptors, and the impact of COVID-19 pandemic. But the introduction of the new currency has definitely improved the economy when compared to just a few years ago. Currently, $1 is worth around 360 Zimbabwe dollars, where the conversion used to be $1 for 1.25 Zimbabwe dollars. Sorry, 1.25 trillion Zimbabwe dollars. Now that we've established the value of the Zimbabwe currency, for every like or new subscriber this video gets, I will donate 1 Zimbabwe dollar to my retirement fund in order to see if it's worth anything in 60 years. Alright, back to comparing economies. In Hypixel Skyblock, $1 can get you just under 2.1 million coins, assuming you buy the most expensive and efficient gem pack and sell booster cookies. And since 2.1 million is a higher number than 360, Hypixel's economy is already worse than Zimbabwe's, right? Well, not exactly. If you look at the quality of life of Skyblock players, not a single one has to worry about starving, thanks to some magical power that likely traces back to Jerry, which apparently keeps players well fed. And even if players did have to eat, the price of bread, or really any food, is only a few coins, whereas in Zimbabwe, starvation and food insecurity are persistent problems, particularly in rural areas. The country has experienced a series of droughts in recent years which have significantly impacted agricultural production and food security, with more than 7.7 million people in Zimbabwe, or about half the population, requiring humanitarian assistance, including food aid. Additionally, in Skyblock, everyone has jobs, whether it's farming, mining, flipping, or anything of the sort. In Zimbabwe, the unemployment rate was 7.9%, or at least it was in 2019. But this figure is likely an underestimate, and some estimates suggest that the actual rate of unemployment is much higher, which further adds to the failing economy. Now, to answer the question, how long until the Skyblock economy is worse than Zimbabwe's? Due to all the factors at play, there is no single number that can predict when the Skyblock economy will be worse than Zimbabwe's. But if no new measures or improvements within the Zimbabwe government happen, or anything else that can drastically fix their current issues, the Hypixel Skyblock economy will never be worse than Zimbabwe's.